welcome to the Doherty Show, where we make today so awesome that yesterday gets jealous. We got loads to talk about today. It's been such an eventful week. We have to talk about the World Series and that Game 6 call. We're going to talk about some upcoming matchups in college football and LSU and Alabama. We're going to talk about the crazy weekend in football that Cleveland Browns had. R.I.P. the man John Witherspoon. He died at age 77. Those of you that don't know who John Witherspoon is, he was the man who would play the dad to Marlon Wayans in the Wayans Show. Also, there's been some crazy things going on as far as just miracles and animals streaking on the field. Like, it's crazy. Oh, and G-Eazy just dropped a new album. Let's get into this shit. Alright, guys. Let's talk about this motherfucking World Series. It just ended on Wednesday of last week. I know that I'm putting out the show right now, but they played last week. And my team won. The one I picked originally in the very beginning, if you go back a couple episodes, it was the Washington Nationals. They won. We're going to talk about that Game 6 World Series call. Because even though that they got fucked over by that call, they still ended up winning the entire game, World Series.
What was the call?
So pretty much Trey Turner was running down the sideline, and as he was running down the sideline, Brad Peacock threw the ball. When he threw the ball got there, I want to say, like, it hit like the runner in the back or the foot or something like that, like Trey Turner. But Trey Turner was running along the baseline. So, but before you run, like not along the baseline, but in the grass, running towards first base, you can't do that. But you can, but you have to get back within that baseline and touch first base before the ball gets there. Well, he got back there, but at the same exact time that the ball did. Usually the tie goes to the runner, but it hit him in the back of his leg.
Wait, so the ball can get you out without a person?
No, he didn't get out. He got out because he interfered. And that's what the Sean said. They said he interfered.
No, that's fucking stupid. That makes no sense.
I mean, it does, but it doesn't. And this is how they explained it. They said that the reason why he got called out for interfering is because when he was running down the baseline on the wrong path, not supposed to be in the grass, he didn't come back over to the baseline until he touched first base. He didn't get back in the baseline first and then touch first base. I guess you have to do that first, apparently. And so that's why they threw it in the back of his leg. Because they knew they can get him out, I guess, that way. But
I honestly didn't even know you could get somebody out by throwing a ball at them before they touch first.
I mean, if they're interfering, apparently.
That's weird to me.
But yeah, usually you can't do that. Usually the the player has to catch the ball before the runner gets there. If it's a tie, it goes to the runner. But regardless, sorry, I didn't mean to do that so loud. They prevailed. Washington Nationals pulled through, and they gave Steven Strasburg the fucking MVP. He did deserve it, but I was hoping Juan Soto got it. That kid is young as hell, just turned 21 a week before the World Series, and what a way to celebrate your 21st birthday by getting fucked up for winning the World Series.
Oh, yeah, that sounds amazing. Okay, I'm a little bit ignorant when it comes to baseball. How many games do they play for the World Series?
7 total. If it needs to be. Each team has to win 4. If you win 4, then you win the whole thing.
And what two teams was it?
It was Washington Nationals, and it was the Houston Astros. And the Houston Astros were loaded. When I say loaded, they have Garrett Cole, Justin Verlander, Zach Greinke. They have Osuna as their closer. They got hitters like Springer, Bregman, Yordan Alvarez. Their team was loaded.
Yeah.
But Washington Nationals prevailed, man, because they got studs like Scherzer, Strasburg, fucking Soto, Rendon. They were just going ham. That team had more heart, and they won it for the first time ever in all of history. They've never won one before, so I'm glad. I'm proud for that city, but my Cubbies need to win it next year. Yeah. Well, congratulations, Washington Nationals, and all your fans. So there's going to be a really, really, really important game on Saturday. November 9th. LSU versus Alabama. You got Joe Burrow versus, an Alabama team without a healthy Tua. Who do you think is going to win, Brett?
I'd say Alabama.
Alabama?
My grandfather always wears Alabama hats and stuff, so I have to go with the side where a lot of my family's from, I guess.
Rolling with the Crimson Tide, I assume.
Crimson Tide.
I really fucking hate Alabama, and I also hate LSU, but I don't really hate LSU like that. So the only reason I hate them right now is because they're winning. So, and we're not number one. We should be number one. I think LSU should beat Alabama, knock them off. Ohio State can move up to number 2, and then when we beat Penn State, we can move up to number 1. And LSU just needs to lose sometime soon, just not against Alabama.
I don't know.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, Tigers. Go Tigers.
Bama got it.
We're going against Maryland this week. We gotta just demolish them again.
Where's LSU and Alabama ranked right now?
First and second.
They're first and second?
Yep. LSU Tigers are first, and the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Where's your Ohio State at? Third?
Third, motherfuckers.
And then what? Where's
Speaking of
Clemson's
Ohio
fourth?
State, I wanted to talk about something. Some of you guys that are Colts fans that are also Ohio State fans might already know this, but Marvin Harrison has a son, Marvin Harrison Jr. He is a 4-star recruit, and he just committed to Ohio State. He is 2021's number 8 ranked wide receiver. And like I said, he's the son of ex-NFL wide receiver Marvin Harrison. He was one of the best wide receivers for the Colts that ever existed. He still leads the NFL in all-time receptions in a season. That's 143. No one has beat that yet. I hope no one ever does. But that'd be awesome. Come to Ohio State. Fucking ball out at Ohio State for us, man. I can't fucking wait. It's going to be great. Go Buckeyes. Hope we demolish the shit out of Maryland this weekend, and maybe we can move up to first. I fucking doubt it, because if LSU wins, they're going to remain there, and if Alabama wins, they might just swap spots with them, and then we'll move up to second. No matter what, as long as we dominate on Saturday, we're moving up to second, so I'm excited. Go Bucks. Alright, so I'm going to talk about a few pressing issues today from the NFL on Sunday. One of them is the Cleveland Browns players. 2 in particular is Odell, Beckham, and Jarvis Landry. I don't feel like they did anything wrong per se, but the NFL seems to think so. They didn't like their cleats that they were wearing. Brett, you might not take too kindly to this. I don't know if it was Jarvis Landry or if it was Odell Beckham. One of them was wearing Joker cleats. Pretty badass, am I right? Mm-hmm. NFL said, no, that's unacceptable.
What?
You need to take those off, or you're not playing at halftime, or after halftime. That's what they fucking told him. They called down, they said, yo, you tell Jarvis Landry and Odell, take those fucking shoes off, or they're not fucking playing when they come back out after halftime.
That's kind of ignorant.
So I fucking said, like, dude, they're cleats. Like, players should be able to express themselves the way that they fucking want on their cleats. You know, like, I get that there's a uniform, but I feel like the uniform should just be like the pants and the fucking shirt. I feel like players should be able to wear whatever type of cleats and gloves that they want. You know, you have a helmet and you have your pants and your fucking your jersey. Those 3 things I feel like are your uniform. I feel like your cleats should be customized to whatever way that you want, you know, regardless of as long as it's not like degrading and shit like that, because you know that can take away from things. But yeah, fuck you, NFL. Seriously, like, let players just express the way that they want to be, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking at the cleats. I don't see any issue with them.
Seriously.
If anything, it's kind of a homage to, looks like Heath Ledger, because that looks like the Joker mask Heath Ledger wore over his paint.
It looks pretty fucking dope as shit.
Actually, yeah, the one on the right, his right foot looks like Heath Ledger's face mask paint.
Yeah, that was Odell Beckham's, I think.
The one on the left looks like the actual mask he wore during the bank heist. Like in the beginning of Batman Begins. Or not Batman, Dark Knight, right? Dark Knight. What?
Get it together, bro. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, come on, man. Let him wear it, dude. Who gives a fuck? Like, I can see if they have like titties on there or something like the degrading, it's like curse words or something. But they're not doing that.
Dude,
just like a fucking.
He was fined last month. They fined him $14,000 for wearing pants that didn't cover his knees.
I mean, I don't know. There's a dress code. Gotta wear it, but that's so
$14,000. That's such a fucking
$14,000 is a lot of money. I mean, that's a lot of money. They can do whatever they want. I know that the players make so much money, but like, dude, that's a fucking lot of money, man.
That's just an ignorant amount of money for the situation. Like, you're just overcharging because these guys have like tons of money. Like I understand.
It's a way to get all that money back.
It is, but at the same time, it's like, you shouldn't just overcharge somebody because of how much money they make. That's such a fucking ripoff. Well, yeah, give us $14,000 because your pants didn't cover your knees.
Like,
that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Are you out of your? You're telling me these pair of pants cost $14,000? And oh my god, like it's got to be tough to be an NFL player. Not only you got to worry about keeping yourself healthy. Not only do you have to worry about your public image, not only do you have to worry about becoming a really good teammate to all your players that are around you, and not only do you have to fight for a roster spot, but you also have to fight for what you want to fucking wear on the field too. That's fucking ridiculous.
It's ignorant. That's really ignorant in my opinion, just because like these guys aren't like little kids. Like, this is a professional sport. Like, I can understand. I honestly, no, I don't even understand having any form of dress code. Because it's like, oh, I can't wear pants that cover my knees, but you guys are fine with me wearing pink towels for breast cancer awareness. Like, I can't wear Joker shoes, but I can wear this or that. As long as it's something that
they're promoting.
You're promoting, I can all of a sudden wear it.
Half the time, I don't really feel like all that stuff that they promote really goes to all that research.
Yeah, I'm like, if wearing the basic uniform, I mean, you should be able to choose your individual cleats, your individual socks, your individual gloves, how you modify your helmet or do whatever.
Right. Your uniform should just be your jersey, your pants, and your helmet. That's it.
And it's like, if my... You know what? I mean, I can understand why they would get mad that he doesn't have something covering his knees, because you do have knee pads. But to say, hey, that's a $14,000 fine, I'd be like, okay, well, guess what? I'm suing you. Like, suck my dick.
Make him bench him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, throw him on the bench for the game or something like that. But to fine him...
I mean, I know that he gives him the best chance to win, but you just told him specifically he can't come out and play anymore unless he puts on the correct cleats. Why did you fine him $14,000 for the pants? Why don't you just say, hey, man, you can't come back out unless you wear the correct pants?
Actually, look, and on top of it, they did sideline him because of the tent in his visor in week 2. Like, they're fucking...
why?
He got sidelined for visor tent. He got fined $14,000 for not covering his knees. And now he got told he couldn't play because of Joker shoes. And he was confronted by the league for wearing a $190,000 watch while playing in Cleveland's season opener. That one is fucking stupid. Why are you wearing a $190,000 watch? Like,
what if you fucking break that shit on the field, dude? Like, that's so stupid.
Honestly, I could... Out of all of those things... The $190,000 watch is the only one I completely agree with, because why the fuck are you wearing a watch during a football game in the first place? And 2, that's like doing MMA and wearing rings. Like, you're gonna nail somebody.
That's true. You're gonna hurt someone. Yeah.
It's that one I get, but the rest of it, it's like, shut the fuck up, NFL.
Right. And another issue I want to talk about that's relating to the Browns is Jermaine Whitehead. After that loss, he got really emotional, and it kind of brought out his true colors of who he actually is. There's some people like Dustin Fox who put Whitehead's effort tackling today is a joke. Hashtag Browns, and that was on Twitter. Well, Jermaine Whitehead decided to respond back to that on Twitter and goes, "Come get it in blood, bitch, made-ass boy, or made-ass little boy. I'm out there with a broke hand. Don't get smoked, fuck-ass cracker." I'm sorry, I was just trying to imitate the voice. I was laughing at me imitating the voice, not him. But he said all that shit to Dustin Fox. Like, that's ignorant as shit. Like, he's literally just commenting on something that you're obviously doing. And then some other people are coming up there and, making comments about him, and he goes, "I'm gonna kill you, bitch, that's on blood." And then some people are just like, they're commenting, they're like, "Wow, racism and threats today, what the hell's going on?" And then someone like retweeted him because he said, "Only if you stood 10 feet from me when you tweet that bullshit." And then some guy named Brian Scoffler or something like that said, "Give me a time and a place. You suck." And then Jermaine Whitehead literally put his address on there. He's like 80 Lou Groza Boulevard, Barrera, Ohio 44017. Any fucking day of the week.
Damn, I'm
cracker. And that's in all caps. Like, and then he said, "Don't get shot at, little bitch. Can you whoop my ass? Fuck football. Let me know when you need the address." And then someone comment underneath that you'd probably miss.
God damn.
Oh man, jeez, man, like
that's the
ignorant.
problem with these young kids in NFL is like he's not acting like an NFL player. He's acting like a high school athlete, like a thug. Like I thought the whole point was for these guys to get scholarships out of college, get into the NFL, and then he's gonna turn around and talk like he's like living on the street still.
Literally said some fucked up shit, and it shows you racism is everywhere. It's just not, a certain people doing it. It's everyone. There's a lot of it out there, man.
It's ignorant for a lot of reasons because a lot of people look up to NFL players. I think people look at celebrities as more than human in a way. Like fictitious people. And then situations like this kind of shatter your whole thought on who that person is.
You're like, whoa, I didn't know you did that.
What the fuck, man? And then, I don't know. Why would you be stupid like that? Like, I can understand showing frustration, but he went straight up thug with his words. Like, he went thug with his words. It's over the top stuff. Like, he could have kept it. He could have showed some anger on Twitter without being, I don't know, dropping his IQ points,
He could have just not been an inhumane person and really disrespectful. He could just responded back to Dustin Fox like, "Dude, I just had a bad fucking day," like he didn't have to respond saying all that shit. He could have been like, "Hey, Dustin Fox, man, go look at all my other shit before, what I'm saying? This was just a bad game." He could have said anything else, But he literally went straight to the core, went really mad, sounded like he got really offended, and called him a cracker. I mean, that's racist.
What did Dustin Fox do?
He just said that he was a poor tackler today. He's like, "Oh, so many missed tackles by him today," and said Browns. He got salty about it, But you can't be like that, and that's another thing. NFL players, you're literally fighting to be on a roster. It's a business in the NFL, and they're always put in the spotlight. Like they have so many PR issues all the time. So seriously, if you fuck up one time and say some shit, it's gonna be really hard to get back into the NFL. It's like right now he's fucked. I don't think there's ever a chance he'll be on another NFL team because he wasn't even that great of a player in the first place. He was bouncing around from team to team. He was on a bunch of practice
sounds
squads.
like it. And you know what? Actually, his attitude towards what people were saying based on his performance, and I mean he was using his broken hand. That could segue us into our next thing to talk about, Nate Diaz's reactions to losing to Jorge Masvidal.
Ooh. Jorge Masvidal. Fucking botched it. It's all good. Versus Nate Diaz. And Nate Diaz did not come out prosperous. Fight got cut short. Brett, you want to elaborate on this bullshit?
So, basically, we'll start off with, the fight was intense. It was for the new BMF, bad motherfucker belt the UFC is doing. They hyped up this fight hard. They brought The Rock in to give the belt to the winner, obviously. And it was a really intense fight, Nate Diaz was taking a beating, but he was able to dish it back out. But Nate cuts really easy on his eyes because of all the scar tissue. So a couple rounds in, the doctor stops it. Nate wanted to keep fighting, but I think that this should be considered a controversial stoppage for a few reasons. Reason number one is they were fighting for a new type of belt. Like, what's the point of creating a bad motherfucker belt for it to be stopped 3 matches in out of the 5 through blood?
And he didn't even give a fuck anyways.
So, and 2, I think that, especially a fight of that caliber, I think the doctors should have a suggestion, not ultimate power. I just think that's stupid and ignorant. And I honestly wouldn't, like doctors need to watch themselves, because shit like that, like, what if people start, like, hunting doctors down all of a sudden because, like, you just cost them tons of money for betting or shit like that. Like, now people are going to come because they wanted to see Nate Diaz. I think that Nate Diaz and Masvidal should have left the winner and the loser in the ring, and that's why Nate Diaz would have taken that loss for real if he went 5 rounds and lost. But having a doctor stop it because he's bleeding in an eye that got cut in the first round, and then I don't know. And Nate Diaz was extremely unhappy. He started attacking everybody on Twitter and everything.
Was that mad?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be mad too, honestly.
He attacked the UFC. He attacked Dana White. He attacked The Rock. He called everybody, man. He said The Rock's a bitch, Dana White's a bitch, fuck everybody, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was pissed. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think Nate Diaz was winning at all, but just the way he fights is like, it would be like...
Yeah, because you never know. He could have got him in a fucking chokehold. You got to get him in some submission. That's what I was hoping for. I thought it was going to happen. He almost got him in the last round.
Or he could have just landed some good shots. Because the thing about it is, like, Nate Diaz looked a lot more fucked up than Masvidal. But at the same time, when I saw, like, Nate Diaz's right eye was jacked up.
Oh, yeah.
But the left side of his face looked like it had no damage. And if you really looked at the right side, it was just that scar tissue that got cut open in the very beginning. So, and then he took a kick in the very beginning, and it was getting worse, and the corner guys could have did a better job of covering it up. So he probably Masvidal took a lot of damage too, but Nate Diaz could have been a lot worse looking than he was. You know, what if he didn't have any scar tissue in his face? He probably wouldn't have even looked bruised at all in that fight until afterwards. But I mean, that's just, I don't think that a doctor stoppage should have done anything, especially when he kept trying to fight, and then the doctor's like, no, we're calling it. Like, really? Like, people that paid for that fight, and that doctor is ruining it, and now the UFC is saying, oh, there isn't going to be a sequel to this fight. Like, it's ignorant. It's the dumbest fucking thing. It's like really fucking stupid.
I didn't realize until like literally the day of that the badass motherfucker title was actually made by The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't know. I think that these are grown men. They know what they're getting into. They are cage fighters. They should listen to the doctor, yes, but they should also have the option to say, no, I'm going to keep fighting, or have their team throw in the white towel if something happens, you know? You know, I've seen much bloodier matches than that, and that they didn't get stopped.
Yep.
And it's just, Nate Diaz wanted to fight, let him fight. The dude is 34 years old, 35 years old, something like that. I mean, why the fuck not? Why? It was a great fight. Both of them were pissed off. I mean, it's just ignorant to me.
I agree, man. I agree. Fuck it. It's stupid. Move on to the next one. All right. So Deshaun Watson has some sort of, I don't know, like, I don't know what to call it yet, but he says that Popeyes healed his eye. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Deshaun Watson got kicked in the face last week, cleat to the face, and his eye, he was prepared to go against the Jacksonville Jaguars this past Sunday, I should say. And Yeah, he said Popeyes healed his eyes. What if Popeyes is the key to healing?
Honestly, Popeyes is the key to healing my soul. I'd eat it every damn day if it wouldn't make me fat.
I eat it every damn day, and so far it hasn't made me fat. I do recommend it over like KFC and pretty much any other kind of fast food.
Oh, fuck yeah. Popeyes, Bojangles, things like that. Hell yeah. But, Popeyes, man. Deshaun Watson looks like a special kind of stupid with his eye looking like that. But, I just saw a picture of him, and it's definitely a meme for sure. But, I think that there's some kind of PR stunt there because maybe, I mean, I heard the chicken sandwich is really good. Maybe he's just giving him a shout out and maybe he's just really high. I don't know. He's probably smoking the ganja and eating the Popeyes chicken sandwiches, but.
Better watch out. You can't get drug tested, man. Don't call him out like that.
Fuck him.
NFL's going to send a fucking thing right away. Brett Kilgore said that you might be smoking marijuana. Here's a drug test.
And then he's going to come after me, and I'm going to be like, yeah, but NFL players don't necessarily know how to fight. I got you home. But,
what do you mean, man? He's from the streets.
Yeah, whatever.
He will fuck you up.
He ain't fucking shit up.
But yeah, Popeyes. Speaking of Popeyes, Stephon Diggs had Popeyes cleats in the game of the Vikings, and they did win over their... or they lost, I'm sorry, in their
and they... Why was he allowed to wear those cleats?
I don't know. I think it was probably a PR thing. Like,
there's no way... Like,
it's approved by the NFL.
You can't... There's no way they should be allowing Popeyes cleats, but Odell Beckham can't wear Joker's cleats, or Landry can't wear Joker's cleats. That makes no fucking sense. So you're telling me he's wearing Popeyes cleats and the NFL is getting paid. Okay, NFL, you fucking indigenous fucks. Like, how the fuck are you... You can't just fucking pick and choose. I mean, you know what? They need to suck a fucking dick. They're almost as bad as the government. They basically are a government.
That's debatable.
Well, a lot of these
they can be overthrown, man.
A lot of these fucking sports organizations are their own government.
I mean, they have their rules and regulations. They're not their own government.
What the fuck do you think a government is? And then fines are their taxes.
Every single job has rules and regulations, buddy. That's a job. They do that for work.
It's...
Practice squad players make like $50K a year, 60. But yeah, back to Popeyes. Popeyes, it's delicious. So I can definitely understand why Deshaun Watson could think that it healed him. But if it does happen to heal it, I think every single time that I'm sick, I'm going to go get some Popeyes. Just to try it out, you know?
Probably the painkillers and the sleep that healed that eye.
I don't know. I'm not the test this theory. I will let you know the next time that I do get sick. You know, knock on wood, I don't want to get sick. So.
Well, what if Popeye's chicken sandwich only heals eyes that took a cleat to the face?
Damn. Interesting. Do you want to get pink eye first and see if it heals your eye?
Yeah, rub your anus on my face.
I'm gonna fart in your face, dude.
Ew.
Take a shit right on your face.
God damn it, Derek. You just made it too strong.
So, during today's game against the Giants and Cowboys, this old cat, he was like, hey man, he was with all his friends. His friend's like, hey man, I dare you to go streaking on the field. He was like, what? He's like, yeah, go streaking on the field, man. He's like, I'll pay your bail, man, don't worry. He's like, if you get kidnapped, man, we got you. So that cat, in the middle of the game, a black one, got on the middle of the field and started fucking running around everywhere, streaking.
Wait, a cat?
Yeah, a cat.
Like C-A-T?
C-A-T.
I was about to spell it with a K. I think I'm stupid. Wait, so a kitten, a kitty cat.
No. It was a full-grown cat jumping on the field. He's like, yeah, bitches,
No. I know. I'm just making sure that you're not referring to a human as a cat. Like, hey, that cat.
No, an animal.
Like an animal.
Right.
Like a furry feline.
Yeah.
A cuddly little purring kitty cat.
I don't know if it's curtain cuddly or anything like that, because I mean, think about it. You never see a fucking dog running on the field.
You never see anything of the animal variety running on the field.
Yes, I've seen cats on the field before.
I've seen cats.
Squirrels on the field before.
What the fuck?
Yeah. There's another animal I can't remember. I've seen birds, obviously. That's intentional.
That's
yeah, I know there's some other things, but never a fucking dog. Dogs are so chill; they don't need to go on the fucking field. There's been service dogs that go to those events, things like that.
Service dogs are different. They're controlled. You can't.
But they don't see them running on the field trying to streak.
There was a cat on the field.
It was like shake that boot. I thought it was Garfield at first, and then I saw it was black.
Man, that's
probably his brother.
A cat on the field. That's some shit. What if they accidentally killed it?
Do you want to see the video?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to pause this right quick. And we're back. Brett's currently watching it at the moment. It's fucking hilarious. And the cat got away.
The cat doesn't even look like it. It looks so confused. It's like, the fuck?
Yeah, I'm still curious of how the cat got onto the field. I guess there's strays that live under the section of the Giant Stadium, I guess. But the cat did disappear. They did not catch that cat whatsoever. They got away.
Was that a person's cat?
I wonder. I don't know. Someone left their cat on the field, and they got their cat back. That's some goon shit, man. Like, how epic can that be?
You ever realize how a small black cat with yellow eyes looks like a baby fucking panther?
Yeah, that does look like a panther. They should make a movie for that.
They already have.
The cat at the MetLife. Cat at the MetLife. I don't know.
Be honest, it sounds like a horrible movie.
How about this? Call it You Gotta Be Kitten. And it's at MetLife Stadium, and it's a kitten going on the field.
That sounds like a dad joke. You gotta be kidding me. There's a cat here.
Odell and Landry. Oh, man. No limit, I'm a fucking soldier. Hey, it's your boy G-Eazy. He just came out with a new album. It's called Scary Nights. Brett, what is your opinion on the new album?
Can I say something that might be controversial?
Sure.
I like G-Eazy more than both MGK and Eminem.
Ooh, I disagree with you. I agree with you on the MGK, but I cannot agree with you.
I mean, I'd say Eminem is
the greatest of all time.
The greatest
of all time.
But G-Eazy, I just like his style of music more.
I mean, it's a new generation. We
exactly.
can't say he's better than Eminem because lyrically he's not.
No, I didn't say he was better than Eminem. I said I like him more than Eminem.
Oh, you just like him more?
Yeah. G-Eazy, I just like his style, like his music, his voice. I like how he does it. I just prefer it, and, it's kind of like, in my mind, it's kind of like a Biggie versus Tupac situation, G-Eazy, MGK, Eminem.
It's really just MGK and G-Eazy that are going at it, but
MGK and Eminem were going at it.
Well, that too, but also G-Eazy was going at it.
I'm not saying G-Eazy and Eminem are going at it. I'm just saying, like, these are, like, top-level guys, and I just like...
I'm trying to think it reminds you from back in the day. I respect that.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm big on G-Eazy's music. Eminem is definitely the greatest of all time, but that new generation feeling. And then I don't know what it is, but something about MGK just makes me feel like he's a little bitch.
He's a little bitch.
He's a little bitch,
But some of the songs that are on his album are Scary Nights, I Wanna Rock, that features Gunna, Full Time Cappers, and that's featuring Moneybagg Yo, I'm sorry, French Montana, Ant Clemens. There's another good song I like. It's called Big Ben, featuring Preme, or I don't know how you say that. There's some other ones. I don't know if I really like all those ones.
A Very Strange Time, I think, was my favorite. I
like that one too. Yeah, A Very Strange Time. There's Hittin' Licks. I don't know if I'm too fond on that one. Demon and Angels. That's featuring Miguel in the Game. That's a decent one. And then Kids featuring Dex Lauper, Lauper. It's a pretty good album, man. I like it.
Yeah.
My friends Ryan and Nick, they like every song on the album. They don't
Yeah.
think they dislike any of them.
No, there's not a single song I don't like, and I just like I said, I've always been a huge G-Eazy fan. I'm also a big fan of Yellow Wolf and other things like that.
Oh, I love Yellow Wolf.
And actually, I wanted to also mention, like, I listened to Kanye's new album, Kanye West's new album. Obviously, I mean, I kind of like his music. I think he's kind of a weird human being, for sure. Like, if I saw him in person, I wouldn't get sued. I'd punch him right in his fat jaw. But his album is definitely... I feel like I'm listening to the soundtrack for a Tyler Perry movie. If that makes sense. And I'm just like, okay, I can get with this. Like, it's kind of different, but I'm not... Like, I'm feeling it. Like,
it's like gospel in a way.
It is,
it's
but it definitely it makes me want to go watch a Medea movie or something like that. Like every time I watch a Tyler Perry movie, that feels like the music that would randomly show up in a couple of the scenes or shit like that. That makes you be like, oh, it's the happy ending for the family and this and that, or the church scene or something like that. And I'm just like, okay, Kanye, you're going somewhere, you fake-ass Christian. But, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I have to listen to the album a little bit more. I did listen to a few songs, but I'm not too familiar with it yet. But gotta listen to it a little bit more.
I listened to it. And actually, speaking of that, when I was listening to that, something else I found out, DMX wants to be a reverend and run his own congregation. And he's getting into, like, doing gospel stuff, but he's always been big into that. And I thought of when I read that's when I listened to Kanye's album. So it's like, I feel like a lot of those rappers, for the most part, deep down, have that spiritual side to them. Like, definitely, like, these are the most hardcore rappers, and they all have a major spiritual side. Like Tupac, a lot of his music seems like it's deep. You don't have deep music with no spiritual side, even though, like, these are some badass dudes that have that. And then you got the punk ass rappers that ain't about shit, and there's nothing there. So I feel like releasing an album like that for Kanye is a big step past. I mean, other than that, I don't know. I guess you got to do something to stay in mainstream besides fucking Kim Kardashian and pissing off Taylor Swift at the 2009 Emmys or whatever.
Got a point there, man. I'm gonna listen to that album. I might talk about it on the next show and whatnot. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I like the album based off what I've heard so far. I know it's a gospel album. I don't know. I don't hate it. So I know that. I just don't know if I'm like super fond of it.
I feel like it's that type of album you have to listen to more than once. Like, the more you listen to the second, third time, it grows on you. It's like an acquired taste. Like, the first time you drink beer, drink coffee black or something like that, like, it sucks at first, but then your body grows an attachment to it. And it's like, it's not it's not immediately, none of them are immediately your favorite song, but you're like, it does something to you that's like, okay, I'll listen to it again. And then you like it a little bit more because you're more familiar with it. You know what to expect. And so that's what I think about it, definitely.
One of those that you just got, it grows on you. I feel ya.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Alrighty, that's going to conclude our show for the day. I appreciate everybody listening. Like I said in the very beginning of the show, make today so awesome that yesterday gets jealous. It's been a real one. You guys go listen to that G-Eazy album. It's been awesome. I'm so glad my World Series prediction came true. Makes me look like a goddamn genius. Those cats need to stop streaking on the goddamn field. Popeyes chicken's the goddamn best. And I think the NFL should let every fucking player whatever the fuck they want on the field as opposed to their cleats. I mean, I mean, fuck.
You know what I mean.
God damn it. We out here. Stay tuned next time on The Doherty Show.